what in the world is happening with King County real estate? Let's check it out because it is juicy. Ready? Are you ready? I think you're ready. Okay. Uh, you're looking at supply and demand graph for the last 5 years right here, people. This is green is the supply, the blue is the demand. Green is new listings came to market. Blue is the houses that went off the market. Supply, demand, not just a good idea. It's the law. All right. And that's what you see here. So, a couple of things. We had questions, if you remember, last month. Was inventory going to match pre-pandemic levels? This over here, uh, these levels over here, 2019, or was it even going to get back to just even pandemic levels of inventory? Because last year was a disaster in terms of inventory. Number of units sold. It's just no one was selling last year. All right. So we're up over last year. You can see that, right? We're, 2,500 last year at the peak, and we are at 3,200 here. Or that can't be right. It's over 3,000. So, about 3,200. But we never got back to even pandemic levels. And certainly didn't get back to pre-pandemic levels. And what I'm saying is that's it. We're not getting any more inventory. So that's it. A number of transactions, it's going to stay here or go down. It's just July isn't going to be more listings than June. It's already dipping in it's just not. Okay. Yeah, here's June. Oh, I see. June was 2,700. So really the peak was in May. Ha ha. All right. So that's unusual. It's unlikely we're going to see this big explosion of listings in July. Now, maybe I could be wrong. I've been wrong. I remember I was wrong once. We'll see, but we're close. We're at least predictably close to the top. We're not going to get all the way up here into pandemic levels and certainly not getting to pre-pandemic. The most interesting piece of this. So one thing is inventory pretty much is at its peak. The number of transactions possible is at its peak. That's for realtors out there watching this. Not going to get a ton better. Okay. And you just got to plan for the end of the year. And the normal sort of history with listings is they go down at the end of the year. Transactions go down at the end of the year, which if you're a seller makes no sense. You should be listing when the other people aren't because supply and demand. Now, what you do want to know here is to look at the demand. Demand is the same as last year. It's not at pandemic levels of demand, and it's certainly not pre-pandemic levels of demand. It's the same demand as last year with more listings. What does that mean? Supply and demand. It means there's more supply relative to the demand than there was last year. So prices have to stay flat or come down a little bit. If you're selling, you cannot price your house like it was the pandemic. We had someone on my team sold a house. They got 3 offers and it went $7,000 of asking. And the seller was disappointed because because in their mind is, I'm going to get, no, you're not. You're not. If you don't price it right, you're going to sit on the market and you're going to need to reduce that price quickly. It is not happening anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. You are looking at more inventory relative to last year and the same number of buyers. That's can only mean prices are flat or come down. There's just nothing else to say about that. So if you're a buyer, find those unrealistic sellers. I will help you and we will find them and we will negotiate an offer that's fair. Better for you as a buyer, but fair. Because that's what the market demands. And that's what this market is demanding. So and this is predictably, if I'm wrong about the number of homes coming up, right? If I'm wrong and we haven't hit our peak, it's only going to get worse for sellers. And it could, because just anecdotally, the number of listings I have coming on at the end of the year I have more listings coming on than I've had all year. So anecdotally, I can see that there is more inventory coming, but the buyers are flat. I mean, maybe they come up a little, but you really got to price it aggressively if you're going to get that house sold. Okay. It's still not a buyer's market, but it is certainly not what people have in recent memory. Recency bias will tell you it's a hotter market than it is. And it just is not right now. Okay. If you got questions about your situation, that's what I am here for. I'd love to help you with that. Give me a call, pick up the phone, message me. You know how to reach me. It is not that difficult. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you later. Party on, Wayne.